Piotrowski, the current PKC United States champion, who is undefeated with 22 wins to his credit, going up against the current world champion, Don the Dragon Wilson, who comes into the fight with a record of 65 wins, 4 losses, and 2 draws with 48 wins to his knockout. And they will be battling it out for the FFKA and the PKC World Light Heavyweight Championship. And the center referee for this championship contest, Tom Harriott, brings the fighters to the middle for their last-minute instructions. Donnie the Dragon Wilson, currently in a movie, pursuing a movie career outside the ring. Marek Piotrowski, who is capping his meteoric rise to the top of the kickboxing world by fighting the more heavily experienced Don Wilson. Piotrowski is training now with Kevin McClinton, his corner man there. They're very, very excited about his championship shot here tonight. 12 rounds scheduled. Marek Piotrowski, the current European amateur champion, and also, or a former European amateur champion, current PKC United States champion, about to make his bid. And you hear the audience. They're very, very excited. Big, big hometown following here in Chicago for Mark. Round 1 gets underway, and you see Wilson coming out with those kicks. Donnie Wilson's been called the best kicker in kickboxing. Extremely explosive kicks. Piotrowski has said that he's got some good kicks of his own. You see Piotrowski there backing Wilson against the rope. Wilson coming out with that side kick. Piotrowski sidesteps. The spinning back kick, uncharacteristic of Piotrowski, slightly grazing there, scoring but not damaging Wilson. Wilson with that double round kick, and Piotrowski with a jump spinning hook kick. What a kicking battle here. These guys excellent with their legs. Good uppercut. You see Piotrowski, a left hook there by Wilson, scoring very well. The body working there by Wilson. Very relaxed and calm here. Working inside. Piotrowski backs him off with a couple of left and right combinations. It's a first round action here. Piotrowski scoring there with a back leg roundhouse. You hear the crowd getting into this fight, pumping up their fighter. Wilson with a good left hook. Piotrowski scored with a right hand, and Wilson came back with a left of his own on that exchange. Fighters in the middle. Piotrowski fighting a little bit tentatively here. Again, Wilson looking very relaxed. Anytime Piotrowski does anything, a good right hand in there. Wilson covering a good left leg roundhouse, scoring to the head of Wilson. Left hook by Wilson. Spin kick, gets the crowd going, but it misses. And a right hand, a big, strong right hand by Donnie Wilson there. Good right hook, another right hook. Wilson very strong with that right hand in this first round. Piotrowski, a little bit of movement there, side to side, uncharacteristic. He's normally a very straightforward fighter. He's trying to work a little bit of ring movement here to avoid the power. Good exchange there. A looping overhand right by Piotrowski on the shoulder of Wilson. Not effective. Again, maybe scoring points in the eyes of the judges. See Piotrowski with a right hand, left leg round combination there. A little short. And there's the end of the first round. Referee Tom Harriott steps in, sends the fighters back to their corners. And now let's look at some action highlights of that first round. Pick it up at round 2 here in the scheduled 12-round light heavyweight championship. Wilson again with a side kick. Piotrowski with a right hand. The crowd really getting into this fight now. This fighter's getting warmed up that first round. Kind of a feeling out process. Nice stiff side kick by Wilson there. You see Piotrowski backing away from those Wilson side kicks. In the corner, Piotrowski against ropes, and a good uppercut by Wilson. Wilson looking very smooth, very calm and relaxed. Piotrowski trying to put that pressure that he's noted for on Wilson. Wilson with a left hook there as the fighters exchange and back away from each other. Wilson against the ropes. The fighters tied up. The referee, Tom Harry, a nice side kick by Mark Piotrowski there, and you hear the crowd acknowledging their fighter. Wilson carrying his hands very low. Piotrowski landing with a right-left combination, and Wilson slipped, and the crowd got into it thinking it was a knockdown of sorts. Wilson now kind of jabbing with that left front leg roundhouse kick. The fighter's tied up in the corner. Wilson back against the ropes. Front kicks his way out of there. Piotrowski misses with a left roundhouse, but connects with the right hand. Wilson jabbing out there, kind of a lazy jab. Just trying to keep Mark a little bit off balance with that. You see Don Wilson very calm. 71 professional fights, and you can see where he's very relaxed in the ring, even though it's a championship fight. Nice spinning back fist. Good thing Wilson stepped out of the way of that one. Mark with his hands up very high. Very, very good habit for a fighter. And you see Wilson against the ropes. Mark scoring with two left hands and a right. A nice short chopping right by Piotrowski. Wilson now hits with a right hand, sidesteps, a double jab by Wilson. Piotrowski now with his back almost against the ropes, pushes Wilson out to the center of the ring. Wilson sidesteps that Piotrowski spin kick. A nice uppercut there by Wilson. The big overhand right there, right as the bell rings and the fighters go back to their corner after 2 rounds. And we see Kevin McClinton here working in Mark Piotrowski's corner. The fighters now getting ready to come back into the middle of the ring for the 3rd round, scheduled for 12. Round 3. Wilson using that front leg roundhouse, just like both boxers would use their front hand jab. Piotrowski backs Wilson up. Wilson just calmly, oh, nice side kick there underneath by Wilson. Those body shots take its toll. Yeah, there's where the crowd helps. That spinning reverse crescent by Piotrowski was blocked, but the crowd loves it. Very partisan Polish-American crowd here for Mark Piotrowski. You hear him chanting for Mark, and that Wilson's sidekick is keeping Mark at bay a little bit. Nice right hand by Piotrowski. The spin back fist on the shoulder. Mark with a spin back kick, glances off the shoulder of Wilson. Good body punch there by Wilson. Nice left jab by Piotrowski. He reaches in, sticks Wilson. Wilson sticks him back, exchanging jabs. Both fighters with very devastating right hands. A very high knockout ratio for both fighters, so they have to be a little bit concerned about that. Piotrowski there trying a sweep, but in vain as he did not get the foot of Wilson. Nice straight right hand there by Wilson, followed by a left jab, and Piotrowski with a good left hook. Backs Wilson in the corner. And here we are, Wilson covering up. Piotrowski with a spin back kick that lands. Spinning back fist that lands. He may get warned that was not the glove that hit. Got away with it there. Referee Harry letting that one slide by. Nice straight right by Piotrowski. Wilson with a couple of lazy left hands there. A round kick to the body. Good strong roundhouse by Piotrowski there. And that ends the 3rd round. The fighters go back to their corner. Piotrowski very businesslike. Strolls back, sits down. Just another day at the office for Mark. May have gave that round to Piotrowski just on the overall aggressiveness. He seemed to be striking with more authority. The kicking and punching abilities landing solidly. There you see McClinton telling him about the uppercut. When you have him backed in the corner, I would imagine he's telling him, stay on him. You're looking real good. 3 rounds. Looking strong so far. Don Wilson, on the other hand, effective with his kicks, as they said, coming into the fight. And here we have the crowd getting back into it. We're coming up on the 4th round. Round 4 underway. And there's that Wilson side kick and the Piotrowski straight right. Piotrowski now scoring with a good combination. Wilson now moving side to side. Very casually blocking those kicks of Piotrowski. Covering up. You see Wilson did. That's the experience right there. You see Wilson keeping his eyes in on the fight. He's not flinching or turning away or covering his eyesight. He's watching what Piotrowski's throwing and trying to dodge the brunt of it. You know, a lot of times you get hit, but if you're rolling with it or slipping it, it doesn't do the damage. Wilson's looking just a little bit frustrated at this point that he's not doing any damage like he normally does. 48 knockouts out of 71 fights. He knows he can hit hard. He knows he can hit hard. There's an axe kick over the head of Wilson by Piotrowski. In interviews before the fight, Piotrowski said he was going to try to counter Wilson's kicking skill because he thinks he's one of the best kickers in the business. And there's a sharp combination by Piotrowski as he scores with both hands on that exchange. Good body hook there by Wilson. And a nice left jab countering Piotrowski's right to the body. Missing there. Wilson sidestepping, tying him up. Referee Harriot's not going to let him get away with that too long. There's no clinching in the sport of kickboxing. Nice left jab there. Another jab. Boy, you see Mark looking very sharp, and a big right hand by Wilson. Good uppercut by Wilson. This is a classic duel right here. It is definitely worthy of the title, Clash of the Titans. These two guys, the best in the business. And the crowd getting back into the fight, trying to pump up that fighter for a fighter. And there's the end of the 4th round as the fighters return to their corner. The fighter definitely has a certain advantage, much like in football or basketball or any other professional sport. When you're in front of a crowd, you don't hear a lot of what's going on, but when in unison like that, the crowd is chanting your name over and over, it just really gets your adrenaline going, pumps you up. And that can make a difference. You know, in football, they say it's worth a couple of points as far as having the home field advantage goes. I think here it gives you the psychological advantage that every time you do something, the combination, even if you throw a kick that's blocked, you hear the crowd getting into it. They love it. They love it here in Chicago. Here you see Andy Janus, the manager of Piotrowski. He looks a little bit concerned here. This is a close fight. Neither fighter is able to exert any superiority at this point. And this fight's up in the air after 4 rounds. Scheduled for 12. We have 8 more rounds to go. Round 5. Piotrowski with a nice sharp left jab starting the action. Both fighters still kicking very well. Fighters have to throw 8 kicks in each round. These guys are exceeding that easily. I think that's one of the exceptional things that a lot of people don't really notice about kickboxing is the way these guys fire their legs up there. Like I say, as easily as most people would use their hands, they're firing that front leg and back leg, not only to the body, but right up to the head of their opponent. Good left hook there by Wilson in that exchange. Piotrowski fighting a much more mental fight. Very, very defensive there. Referee Harriot warns Piotrowski it's got to hit with the padded part of the glove. You hear the crowd whistling, not real happy. Good uppercut in that exchange. Another good uppercut. Pace slowing down slightly. The fighters kind of getting a sense of the other fighting style and seeing what they can do to penetrate. There's a nice stiff right hand and a good left round kick by Piotrowski. Wilson with an uppercut and a left, right, left. Boy, you see the power of Piotrowski as he works those hook punches and combinations. Unbelievable. At ringside, you can hear the power. You see, and there's a right hand by Wilson. This Piotrowski is one tough cookie. He told us, and there's another, those short chopping right hands are just brutal, and you see the nice right uppercut by Piotrowski. Piotrowski told us in the week before the fight that he knew this was going to be the toughest fight of his young career, and he has definitely got a grip on what's going on right now. He knows what's happening. You see him very alert in there, not injured. Neither fighter's been stunned at this point, and yet both guys have been hit. These guys are in tremendous shape, and there's the end of round 5. And we'll look at some of the highlights. Support a sold-out Odeum here in Chicago, and they are getting everything they wanted. Round 6 underway. Piotrowski with a side kick, and Wilson comes back with a combination on his own. Both fighters using that lead leg side kick now. Those things to the body, you know, as any pugilistic expert knows, the work to the body is what sets up winning the fight later. Because those body shots take their toll. They exert and take so much energy out of a fighter that, a good left leg roundhouse, glances off the shoulder. A side kick there by Wilson, kind of hitting the arms of Piotrowski. Spinning crescent kick there. Fighters trading jabs. Both fighters landing good stiff left jabs in that exchange. The crowd roars, but it looks like Wilson may have picked off the brunt of that, but not that left hook. Good, sharp left hook and a right hand. Another straight right by Piotrowski. Marek now starting to show a little bit of superiority in the hands. Good uppercut by Wilson. Back and forth. Amazing. These guys are in superb condition. Referee Harriot warns Wilson to keep his head up. He wants to keep that chin down to avoid getting one flush on the chin. That's what turns the lights out. Uppercut misses by Piotrowski. Wilson's almost crossed the line between looking relaxed to looking a little bit tired here. And there's a chopping right by Piotrowski that scores. Good left jab after Wilson had blocked the left round kick. And in this round, I tell you, it looks like Piotrowski now is hitting with just a little bit more authority. Wilson is catching Piotrowski, but Marek seems to have the superior firepower at this point. Left hook, not a lot behind it. Nice stiff left jab, right, left combination there. Good body shot. Wilson backed up. And again, he's trying to look so relaxed, but Wilson may be hurt. He tries to back him off there at the end of the round. But I'll tell you, in the eyes of the judges, they've got to feel that Piotrowski is, as I mentioned, asserting a little bit more firepower. We're coming up on the 7th round. Referee Harriot getting the fighters ready. And 7th round. Wilson, a couple of lazy left leg roundhouse kicks. He's kind of jabbing with that front leg like that. Nice left Piotrowski jab there. Body hook. And you see the conditioning of these athletes. Piotrowski throwing everything as hard now, or maybe harder than he was in the first round when he wasn't warmed up. Good body hook by Wilson. Piotrowski comes back with a body hook of his own. Nice right hand, left hook combination by Piotrowski. Axe kick right on the top of the head of Wilson. Wilson comes back with a right to the body and a left to the midsection. Left looping hook. Tries uppercut, misses. Piotrowski with a left roundhouse on the arm of Wilson. Wilson in there, sticks his head back, gets out of the way. That jab lands. Right hand by Piotrowski. He's looking for those uppercuts, and there's one of those uppercuts that Piotrowski's corner man was telling him, and there's Wilson's left jab that snaps Piotrowski's head back. Left and a right there by Piotrowski, and he misses on that last right. Looping Wilson, nice counter move with that left jab. Good uppercut there by Piotrowski. These guys are classy, and Piotrowski with a left, stiff left jab. Wilson working underneath the body. Just about the time Piotrowski starts opening up, Wilson goes underneath the body. There's a good right hand by Wilson. Another right hand, another one by Wilson. That seems to be his big weapon here tonight, is that right hand. And Wilson seems like he's gotten it back together just fine during that last minute. He's fighting well right now. Ooh, misses with that right hand there. Ooh, that left-right combination by Wilson, and that left hand scores. Piotrowski with his hands a little bit lower now than he had him in the fight, and that could be working against him. Nice side kick, lands on the arms, but backs Piotrowski up. Piotrowski back in the corner. Right hook there lands by Piotrowski. Overhand right goes over, and there's the end of the round. Piotrowski strolls back to his corner. Might have scored that round to 10 to 9.5 in favor of Donnie Wilson. This fight is definitely a long way from over. We have 5 rounds to go. Starting round 8. Right round kick by Wilson there, blocked by Piotrowski. You see Wilson almost cockily leaving his hands down his waist. There's a side kick that scores. Piotrowski back with a side kick. Wilson covering up, but some of those shots are getting through. They seem to be taking their toll. Body kick there, partly blocked by Piotrowski, and Mark comes back with his own side kick. Spinning back fist tried there, but not effective by Piotrowski. There's the crowd chanting for their champion. A good left, right, left, and a round kick off of both legs by Piotrowski on that attack. Wilson blocking the front leg roundhouse of Piotrowski, but hit by the jab, and there's the right hand of Piotrowski going to work again. Good body punch, the uppercut miss. You can imagine the force of those things when they miss, how far they carry through. Left jab by Piotrowski scoring there. You see Wilson almost too relaxed. He seems to be letting Mark take a little bit of control. A round kick there. Not powerful, but scoring again. Both fighters throwing right hands and hitting. Piotrowski with good upper body movement as he dodges and connects with a left jab, a right hand, and a left hook. Good strong combination there by Mark Piotrowski. And Wilson back with his own right hand. Back and forth. Amazing. These guys are right hand that lifts Wilson almost off the ground, and he hits Piotrowski so hard. Piotrowski comes right back with his own left hook as Wilson goes to the body. There's the bell ending round 8. These guys haven't really slowed down. If anything, they've accelerated their energy expenditure since their first round. They used the first couple of rounds almost as a feeling out. They were very, very balanced. Piotrowski then starting to take assert his authority through the 4th and 5th round, maybe the 6th. Wilson, who holds world championship belts in several associations. Tonight they are fighting for the vacant PKC and FFKA light heavyweight championship. So officially, neither fighter is the defending champion, although Wilson is extremely more experienced, highly regarded, has won championships all around the world. He holds several belts in several different organizations, several titles in the light heavyweight and cruiserweight classes. Round 9. Piotrowski with a nice side kick, opening up the action. Wilson back with a side kick of his own. Fighters exchanging kicks. They tend to do that. Nice round kick there by Wilson, right to the head. And it just seems to infuriate Piotrowski as he comes back with a good hand flurry combination. Back out in the middle of the ring. Right hand by Wilson. That seems again to be his big weapon. When the going gets tough, he starts working that right hand. The left round kick there to the body of Piotrowski was blocked by Mark. See Mark coming out with a good attack combination, and a short chopping right hook there by Piotrowski lands. Wilson, who seemed hurt earlier in the fight, now coming back with a lot more enthusiasm and energy there. See him covering up, backing away, watching Piotrowski's attack, and then trying to counter. Very, very classy moves. Mark, nevertheless, still putting that pressure on. Those hands back up where they should be for Mark. Both fighters with that left jab. You see their heads snap when they throw those jabs. You know they're effective. Front leg roundhouse by Wilson. Piotrowski with a body left leg kick. Oh, good left counter by Wilson there. He dodged 3 shots by Piotrowski and countered with a left hand. Goes underneath with that left uppercut to the chest section. Piotrowski looking just a little bit frustrated here. Nice right uppercut by Wilson. Axe kick again, landing in the head of Wilson. Piotrowski might want to go to that a little bit more often. Nice right hand by Piotrowski. Hear the crowd acknowledging it. They're getting back into this fight as their champion, trying to take that title. Blocking and countering there by Piotrowski. We're in the 9th round, and that is it for the 9th round. You see Piotrowski staggering back to his corner. And this pace has just got to be taking its toll on both these guys. They keep it up for 2 minutes, but you can see the wear and tear. We have 3 rounds to go. And in my opinion, this fight is just too close to call. It would just be, it's up to you. How do the judges see it at ringside? Are they influenced by the audience? Are they able to be impartial and look at the fight? The ring aggressiveness, the ring control, the leadership, the counter-fighting skills. Referee Tom Harriot is not a scoring judge. He is simply controlling the action, the third man in the middle there. We're coming up on round 10. 3 rounds to go for the World Light Heavyweight Championship. Don the Dragon Wilson and Marek Piotrowski. Round 10. Side kick open up by Piotrowski as he sidesteps a Wilson side kick. Those clubbing right and left hooks by Piotrowski finding their mark. Nice sharp right hand and a left by Piotrowski. Piotrowski seems to have a little bit more behind his techniques now. Good left hand, right hand by Piotrowski. Seems to have a superior or advantage in hand exchanges. And he's matching Wilson almost kick for kick. Good combination there. Very exciting fighter, this Marek Piotrowski. We're in the 10th round. scheduled for 12, comes up with a left round kick to the body. Neither fighter is backing down. Good left jab there as he moves to Wilson's right. Wilson now looking a little bit slowed down in this round. Piotrowski picking up the action. Nice block and left counter by Mark Piotrowski. Right overhand right by Piotrowski and a short jabbing right by Piotrowski. Scores. Spinning back fist lands right to the side of Heather Wilson. That did some damage. Good uppercut there with a right hand. Piotrowski with a front kick, left jab combination. Everything. Piotrowski is just landing with everything. Wilson backing away against the ropes, trying to fight out of it. He's given it everything he's got, but Mark seems to be taking command here in round 10. And that round kick, nice but missing. And the front kick by Piotrowski scores. The uppercut by Piotrowski scores. And there's the end of round 10. Boy, you see right as soon as that bell ends, both fighters just with a big sigh. They just glad the round is over almost. The pace has just been incredible. The amount of energy these guys have been using up is just beyond belief almost. They have got to be in just such superior athletic condition to go this kind of pace. And we have 2 rounds to go. Piotrowski's cornermen extolling their fighter, trying to get him pumped up. There are only 4 minutes of fighting left if it goes the distance. Kevin McClinton now getting his fighter ready to come back out. Mark Piotrowski, Don Wilson. One of them will be the new world light heavyweight champion for the PKC and the FFKA. Wilson looking a little more refined, a little more refreshed there. That 1 minute helps a lot. You see his shrug the shoulders. Round 11, a nice side kick, backs Wilson all the way to his corner. The crowd goes wild. Again, you see Piotrowski picking right up where he left off. He fights at an amazing level. Good combinations. You see Piotrowski just giving it everything he got. Wilson covering up. That could make the difference in these rounds. Nice body kick by Piotrowski. Wilson looking to try to get through what he's seeing coming at him. Piotrowski is just like a machine. He's just non-stop. There's a nice sharp right hand by Mark scoring, and a right hand by Wilson. These guys have not let up. They have not given up on this fight. Wilson still with his hands a little bit low. Again, that's his style because he's so much of a kicker, but you see Piotrowski capitalizing on it. There's a hook and an uppercut by Wilson. This is incredible, and Piotrowski now scoring. Both fighters toe-to-toe in the middle. Nice straight right hand by Piotrowski. Left hook misses, left jab connects. Right hook by Wilson. To the body by Wilson. Left hand by Piotrowski scoring very well. Good sharp. There's a straight left that just rocks Wilson. Overhand right by Piotrowski. This is almost amazing that this is the 11th round. These guys are fighting like this. And they haven't let up or coasted. You see a lot of long championship fights go where the fighters will coast a little bit. Neither fighter has given up. Wilson a little more fatigued. Could be the age. The 35-year-old Wilson with 71 fights to his belt, superior in experience. And there's the end of round 11. We have one more round to go. Looks like this fight is going to go the distance, folks. This reporter would have to say this fight is still up in the air, almost too close to call. The latter few rounds have seen Piotrowski asserting a little more authority. The question in my mind would be, how many rounds did Wilson win? And how many would the judges see as even? That could make a big difference. This is going to be a very, very close fight. Unless, of course, it's a 12th round. The 12th and final round brings it into it by knockout. I hardly think so. These guys are in tremendous shape. Don Wilson, Marek Piotrowski. Round 12, the World Championship. Referee Harriad stops. He wants to see. Time is being held. Time is being held. Okay. What's happening here? The rules state that a physician has to be ringside. Our ringside doctor tonight is Dr. Michael Alberti. And I don't know if it's related, but I've been told that there is someone in the audience, an older gentleman, who is experiencing a heart attack. And Dr. Alberti has been called from ringside in emergency care of this gentleman. Now he is back at ringside, as I understand it. He is being summoned back to ringside. The rules state that the fight cannot go on without a physician, the ring doctor, at ringside. He is taking care, administering to someone who has had a heart attack. And I'll tell you, I hope whoever it is okay. Dr. Alberti is one of the finest physicians in the Midwest. He's under the best care. But this fight is giving everybody a heart attack. A nice side kick by Piotrowski. And you see that extra little break may have worked in Wilson's favor. Nice stiff round kick, but Piotrowski backs Wilson up into his corner. Wilson with those hands low. You see him slip kicking 3 or 4 steps before he throws the kick, trying to back Piotrowski up. Mark tries a spinning back fist. Left hand, nice right uppercut by Piotrowski, gets backed up by a Wilson right hand. Side kick, too weak but scoring. You see the power of that Piotrowski side kick as he knocks Wilson back in a good left hand. Body kick by Wilson, scoring. Piotrowski sidesteps that round kick. Landing with a nice right hand, not a super powerful one though. Left jab, nice round kick by Mark. The crowd now sensing victory here in the 12th round. They want to see Marek Piotrowski crowned the new light heavyweight champion, and he's got a heck of a shot at it right now. Uppercut by Wilson scores, but Piotrowski backs him up with a hook. A nice left jab and a left hook by Wilson. Back and forth. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The fighters toe-to-toe here in the 12th round. Both fighters landing with left, again with left. Body, hook and uppercut, and another hook by Wilson. Piotrowski backed up. Mark now scoring with 2 right hooks. Wilson now with another left hand. He backs Piotrowski. Another left hook by Wilson. Piotrowski digging down, giving everything he's got. Round kick to the body by Piotrowski lands. Coming down to the end of this fight, and both fighters are giving it their all. Wilson backing Piotrowski up. Piotrowski landing 2 shots there at the end, and there's the bell. The end of the fight. Unbelievable. What an incredible, incredible fight. Marek Piotrowski, Don Wilson. And you hear the crowd as they whistle and shout their appreciation. And now we hear the Polish national anthem being sung by the crowd. Well, obviously no decision or no knockout, so we're going to have to go to the decision. This is going to be very, very close. There's, you see right there on the face of Andy Janus. He knows it was very, very close. Fighters congratulating each other. Terry Nye is shaking the hand. Terry Nye, the president of the FFK, shaking the hand of Mark Piotrowski, acknowledging the incredible performance of this young man, Marek Piotrowski and Don Wilson. Mark, in a very surprising upset in the summer of '89, beat the then undefeated Rick the Jet Rufus for the United States title. And he's moved up a weight class, and he's challenging what many people thought a fighter that was almost unbeatable in Don Wilson. Back in the early days of kickboxing, Bill Superfoot Wallace wore the title of the best kicker in the sport. He won his championship in 1974 by hook kicking the German champ Bernard Smith out and won a middleweight title. He was undefeated and retired, and then Donnie Wilson kind of took over in the middle and light heavyweight classes. People said he was the best kicker. Ring announcer Kyron Davis tells us that there is a split decision. The first judge, 118.5 to 117.5 for Marek Piotrowski. The second judge, 118.5 to 117.5 for Wilson. To 117.5. And the winner and new world champion, Marek Piotrowski.